Listen, I like to stay as positive as possible in these videos, but USPS is really sticking it to sellers. All that and more in this episode of Seller News. Let's go. Hey everyone, what is going on? Glad to be back with you. I'm your host, LL. Welcome back to the Friday edition of Seller News. I'm happy to be back with you. I'm not happy to be bringing you some of this news, and I'm sorry, it may kind of ruin your day a little bit. Try not to let it. At the end of the day, we can't completely control this stuff, but I'm going to bring it to you anyway so you can prepare. There are things that you can do on your side to prepare for price increases, which right now is going to continue to happen with lots of stuff, just considering the state of the economy. So we got to bust our butts a little bit more to kind of overcome these price increases. And the main price increase that I want to talk about today, and I have some other topics that are really important. So lots of important stuff for you guys. But USPS has announced that they are increasing prices again. Normally they do the January price increase every year. We're used to that. Now they say they're going to start doing it twice a year. So they announced that they're doing it again in July. It's going to be July 9th, specifically, that the next price increase is coming. And it's another hefty price increase. So there's an article which I'm going to pop up on the screen from E-commerce Bytes. They do a really good job of bringing this information to light. And it really dives into the specifics of the price increase. All right, so I'm going to pop up the article here. I'll also link to it below. But basically, this says that the USPS is increasing the prices on first-class mail by approximately 5.4% since the last increase in January, which I don't know what that percent was, but I know that was a hefty increase too. And I use first-class mail. So 5% is a lot. It adds up, especially when you're shipping out thousands of orders a year. They're also saying that the medium mail and library mail will increase by 7.4%. Money orders will increase by 15.7%. And P.O. Box service will increase by 4.2%. I have a P.O. Box as well. So that is also going to increase all that stuff for me. They're also going to increase stamps from 63 cents to 66 cents. That's a 4.8 increase in stamp fees. So basically, USPS is restricted on how much it can raise prices at one time through the market dominant rates. So this has to be approved through the PRC. They have to get the pricing authority to approve it, and they set max amount of percentages where they can increase prices. So they're basically saying in this article, they basically admitted that they're at the top of that threshold. So the max that they can increase it, they're pretty much doing it at the max level, which isn't great. They're also saying, as it had last year, the USPS filed its July prices for market dominant services first. Look for the other shoe to drop next month. So market dominant services are the primary services, the primary revenue drivers. First class is their biggest revenue driver, so they submitted that stuff first. The other stuff, such as priority mail and that stuff, is to come. So next month, when USPS is going to announce higher rates for competitive service, which includes priority mail and first class package service, to be renamed USPS Ground Advantage. So if you use those services, those rates are coming and going to be announced, and I'm sure there's going to be just as much of an increase for those rates. So yeah, not great news. USPS is really trying to stick it to resellers and online sellers. This stuff hurts. Obviously, it trickles down to us. It trickles down to the customers because someone's got to pay for this increase. And there's things you can do. You can raise prices. You can eat some of the cost if profit margins are good. Maybe you can split the cost, increase your prices by half, and eat some of the costs. It really depends on your business and your profit margins. At the end of the day, we can't specifically control what UPS or USPS does, and we don't have a lot of alternatives because I can't ship first class stuff through UPS. It would be extremely way more expensive. So it's still way cheaper, but the price increases do hurt. So That's what's happening. Be prepared for that. Start preparing now for those price increases. So if you have to adjust stuff on your end, like I said, I gave you a few options. You can make sure to do that now. And don't let it ruin your day. Don't let it ruin your life. You got to move on. Keep on trucking. This stuff happens. Selling online is problem solving and pivoting a lot. If you don't like to do that, then you're not going to want to continue doing it. So that is kind of my kick in the pants for you to keep going, because this stuff will continue to happen. Things will get worse. Things will get better. There's ebbs and flows. We got to keep pressing forward. At the end of the day, running and having your own business and getting that freedom is still better than working for the man, in my opinion. The next thing I want to talk about is, as far as Etsy, they are shutting down the Etsy Sell on Etsy app. So that's the old app that's been around forever, that most people have used, and they're sunsetting that. The date is May 23rd. They're saying that some people may lose function to the app before that, but May 23rd, they're shutting it down. You won't be able to download it from the App Store in Android or Apple. And the Etsy Seller app will be the only app that you can use. So they've been consistently improving the Etsy Seller app. There was features that they didn't have that now they have, so it's become comparable to the other app. They're going to add more features, different features. I think long term it's going to be a good thing. They're going to have a lot more functions and features in there for sellers, which I think is good. They're continuing to still work on the following features right now: editing and managing your listing variations, managing shop announcements, and sharing your listings directly to Instagram posts and stories. They're working to add those features, and I'm sure a lot more that we don't even know about. There's still a lot you can do in there. I know a lot of people will pull up their phone browser and log into Etsy that way, so they have the full plethora of features. They can just log into their shop like normal, like on a computer. The goal, I think, for Etsy is to get the app just as good as being able to log into your browser and use the app, and a lot of quick hit features, quick hit functions. So it's easier to use, it's faster to use, and it's more user friendly. So that is coming. So be prepared. If you're using the Sell on Etsy app, it's going away. So start using the other one. There's nothing you can do about that. Change, like I just said, change is going to happen. If you love it and this is going to upset you, this is really going to ruin your day. You know, all this stuff is probably going to ruin your day. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But it is what it is. So start using the new app. I think it'll be a good thing long term. So get ready for that. The last thing I want to cover, and this is positive news, right? There was some confusion in some message boards, some misinformation out there about Canva. If you guys have, if you use Canva and you sell templates, you sell designs from Canva, from Canva, there was misinformation out there that basically said you cannot sell Canva designs. Canva doesn't allow it, so you have to take them down. So I know some people were freaking out about this. Some people were even taking down their stuff that they created in Canva because they thought that they couldn't sell it. So this is misinformation. This is wrong. I guess it spurred from someone that was monitoring a Canva message board, and basically they didn't work for Canva, but they thought they understood the Canva's policies and you couldn't sell Canva designs and Canva templates. That's not true. As long as you are combining elements of Canva together, you can sell them. You can't just take one-off designs, one-off templates and sell them, but you can create them, use those templates to create your own, and then you can sell them. I'm going to pop up the actual policy from Canva so you guys can see it. All right, so here you go. What's allowed? Sell your design on merchandise, i.e. t-shirts, stickers, books, or digital products, i.e. ebooks, magazines, newsletters. You can design and sell templates with free and pro elements. You can design and sell templates with free elements only, shared as PDFs, JPEGs, PNGs. You can create designs for clients, i.e. social media advertisements, invitations, and so you can do all those things. The thing that you cannot do is resell Canva templates or stock elements as is. So you can't take a picture of a cat, put it on a t-shirt and sell it, put it on a PDF and sell it. If you take that picture of a cat and you put a hat on it, you can sell it. If you take that picture of a cat and you put a dog with it, you can sell it. So as long as you're changing or adding something to an existing Canva element, you can absolutely sell it. And that is right there in Canva guidelines. You can absolutely do that. So don't fret. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You can do it. It's right here in black and white. So if you've heard that misinformation, this is the right information. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to take your stuff down. You don't have to freak out. So I'm ending with a little bit of good news. If this is something that you got caught up in, I'm not sure if you did or not, but it's something that it may trickle out. So in weeks to come, you may hear it again. And I'm telling you now that if you do hear it in the future and you haven't already heard it, it's not true. It's misinformation, misunderstood information, bad game of telephone. Someone said something wrong and then it just got blown out of proportion. So that is what it is. So those are the three things I want to talk about. Two bad things, one good thing. I wish I had something else good. I mean, it's Friday. That's a good thing, right? It's Friday. We're at the weekend. Hopefully you guys have some fun plans for this weekend. You know, the weather's starting to turn nice. Get outside, go for a hike, go for a walk, do something fun, get your mind off of your business, reset, recalibrate, and get ready to come back and grind it out for the rest of the year. And that's all that we can do at the end of the day. But that is it for this episode. If you like these episodes, please like, share, give me feedback, leave a review. I read every one. It helps me reach more people, and helps me motivate me to continue to do this stuff, to know that you guys like this stuff and enjoy this stuff. I'll be back soon with another really good video for you next week. Have an amazing rest of your day and amazing weekend.